Would you like the perfect starter worm bin? Well, I found a bin that I think is the perfect worm bin for beginners. I'm going to show you the worm bin. I'm going to tell you why I think it's the perfect starter worm bin. And better yet, I'm going to show you how you can make it yourself. It's cheap, and it's easy, and better yet, you can do it yourself. Hi, I'm Rick from Iowa Worm Composting, and I've got a confession to make. I'm a wormaholic. I had a few worms too many, then one bin became 2 bins, became 4, 50. Then the indoors wasn't big enough. The outdoor construction began. I don't know what happened. I used to be normal. But my wife still loves me, I think. Enough goofing around. Really, I am Rick from Iowa Worm Composting, and we're a small worm farming operation, and we sell worms, worm castings, worm bins, and other related essentials. We haven't seen it all over the years, but we've seen a lot of it. And we've made our mistakes, and fortunately, we've learned from them. If you want to learn from our mistakes and travel a road less bumpy, you're on the right channel. If you're looking for some fancy video production and special effects, you'll probably be disappointed. If you're just looking for good worm composting information that's going to make your life easier, and better yet, even more successful, you've come to the right place. If you like our videos, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. If you've got something to say or a question about what we go over, drop it in the comments and we'll be sure to answer. With that being said, let's get on with it. Okay, the perfect starter worm bin. You know, those are kind of big words, right? You know, nothing's perfect, right? Well, to be a good worm bin, the first thing we need is it needs to be relatively inexpensive, okay? And the second thing we need is it needs to be fairly easy to manage and large enough that it can hold a fair amount of worms, okay? Well, Ziploc makes the perfect starter worm bin. Ziploc doesn't know it, and they don't call it a worm bin, but this is it. It's a Ziploc Weathershield Box in 26.5 quart, and it's in black. Now, they sell this in clear, and they sell it in black, but you definitely want the black one because worms don't like light. Okay, so what makes this a perfect bin? I mean, it's 14 by 18 long by 6 inches deep. You know, that's just like any tote. You could buy a 10-gallon tote or 18-gallon tote. You could do the same thing, right? So what makes this a perfect bin? Well, I think what makes this a perfect bin is this lid, and the reason why is because of this foam seal. This foam seal, when you lock it down, your worms can't get out. Now, what I do to modify this so that the bin gets good airflow is I cut this center section out right here. And when I get done, it's going to look like this. And then I can put this on the worm bin, and we have good airflow to the worm bin. You don't have to drill any holes in the box or anything like this. You get plenty of air to flow through the top, and better yet, your worms can't get out. So let's show you how we go about making this worm bin. I'm going to reposition the camera here, and then I'll show you how we cut the center out of the worm bin. Okay, I've got the camera repositioned here, and we're going to drill 4 holes in these corners, and then I'm going to cut these center 12 sections out with the jigsaw. Here's a lid that's already been cut. So we're just going to cut this center section out. We want to leave this outside section with the foam seal. And you can see it has good integrity, so we can put it on and the worms won't be able to get out. Okay? So here we go. We're going to drill some holes. We want to drill 4 holes, 1 in each corner, and this is just to get our jigsaw blade in. Okay, there we go. We've got the 4 corners drilled out. Okay, we're going to take our handy jigsaw here, and we're just going to cut hole to hole until we have the center cut out. Okay, we made the first cut. stay inside this rib right here. Now we're just going to cut hole to hole all the way around. Two more cuts. Okay, and we're going to make the last cut here. And there we go, the center's out. And this is what we have left. We have the rib all the way around and the foam seal. Now we can take a sanding block and knock off any loose pieces of sharp edges. And there you go, we're all set to go. Now we'd take our worm bin and we'd fill it with bedding and get the moisture right and put the worms in it. And then I always like to cover it with like a 4-sheet thickness of newspaper that I've wet. Then you just put your lid on, tighten the clamps up, and there you go, you have your perfect starter worm bin. If you thought this video was useful to you, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. If you've got something to say or have a question about making this worm bin, just drop it in the comments below and we'll be sure to get to you. And I'll drop all the links below, the link to where you can buy this worm bin, and I also have a blog post on the website that maybe you read and you'd understand this a little bit better too. I'll drop that link on there as well. So that's their perfect starter worm bin. Till next time, see you. Bye.